different nachos.
All right, you're listening or watching the Nerd Edification Hour. Hello, I'm Caleb.
I'm Ervin.
I'm Amon.
And I'm Jeremy.
And in today's show, we're going to have your movie and comic book news, as we always do, first off. And then we'll have your Nintendo news, which is always inevitable to talk about.
I'm taking that back one day. When I leave, it comes with me.
No. And then we'll have your nerd vocab, and then your video game news, and right after that, we'll have your technology news. A lot of that today. More technology news than we usually have.
Because we're robots.
Everywhere.
Future.
Yep, the future is here. It is nigh. Jeremy, what's going on with Paramount?
So Paramount Pictures and Nickelodeon have set Jared Hess to direct Nicktoons, a feature that he'll write with Joshua Hess, his wife, or Jerusha. It looks like Joshua. Sorry.
Yeah, I was right.
His wife and writing partner on films including Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre. It's Libre. Producing will be Distribution Entertainment's Mary Parent and Cale Boyder. This is a complex picture, but that can't seem too daunting for Parent, who in quick succession produced The Revenant, the SpongeBob movie, Godzilla, Noah, Pacific Rim, the Just Wrapped Monster Trucks, and the currently shooting Kong Skull Island.
Wow.
He's busy. The pick is based off an idea by Ali Mendez, who works for Parent at Disruption Entertainment. Let's see here. Mendez grew up living with the characters and hatched the idea to bring them together. Anyone in their 20s or their parents won't need a primer for the signature Nickelodeon characters that will be part of the film at this point. Rugrats, Ren and Stimpy, Rocko's Modern Life, Ah Real Monsters, and the Angry Beavers. So I'd like to suggest they not forget about the subversive anthology show Kablam and its absurdly unforgettable characters from Action League Now. Tiki Brothers and Prometheus and Bob. I actually don't remember most of those. All are part of the vast Nickelodeon character library from the past 25 years that can be exploited to frame an original story the studio hopes will spark a franchise.
So basically what that's about is, do you remember like that one Looney Tunes show, and they were like
Animaniacs?
No,
sorry, not Animaniacs. Baby Tunes.
Secret agents. There was the monkey thing or something like that. What was that movie? It's like
Looney Tunes Back in Action.
Yeah, Looney Tunes Back in Action.
That was my movie.
It's probably going to shape something into
There's
like
no monkey in
like with live action stuff going on, or like Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
I love
like
that.
Yes.
That's probably a better example. So they're supposedly that's what they're working on.
So my thing is like, this is coming out of the blue. Like
pretty much.
They said revive in hopes to revive Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
it's kind of too late to resuscitate.
Yeah,
at this
you
point.
can't.
Yeah, when you're on your 10th season of Fairly Odd Parents and your 19th of SpongeBob,
They came back with Fairly Odd Parents.
It's still going.
They made money off of it.
Yeah.
Lord,
I think
that's like the only.
They keep introducing new characters as
I
well.
love Fairly Odd Parents.
It's not that
not
great.
like it used to be?
It's not like, no.
No, it's not. It's.
I heard they had a
set to
dog, but I thought that was like a movie or something.
I think it's been
was
compared to
incorporated.
just kind of, it's more like a zombie now. It's just like, it's just kind of going on, making up more unnecessary rules and stuff.
You ever grow up? You like Ash, stuck in that 10-year-old coma?
He'll never grow up.
Nope. He may have a set of teeth now, but he'll never grow up.
The shiny teeth that sparkle just like the morning sun. Okay.
Go on, Amon. What's
spoilers? Just in case you guys.
Spoilers in case you haven't seen Age of Ultron.
If you haven't, you're playing yourself. And the first rule is never play yourself. That's a major key. Okay, so.
Sure.
Already pegged as the darkest Thor installment yet, the newest set of rumors connected to Asgard, for you guys don't know, which is the realm which Thor lives in, has elaborated more on just how the God of Thunder and the Hulk will team up in Thor Ragnarok. Mark Ruffalo, the latest actor to play the role of Bruce Banner, recently told Empire that the upcoming MCU movie, like a universe road movie, whatever that means, for the two Avengers members. There's a little bit of Midnight Run with Charles Goodwin and Robert De Niro, he told Empire. I feel like that's kind of where we're headed with this relationship between Thor and Banner. This is great news for Marvel fans who assume that Banner sudden departure in the twin jet at the end of Avengers. Age of Ultron would somehow transport him into Thor's world, and now it seems our suspicions have been confirmed. Fingers crossed.
So, this is kind of... What I read at least was like, this is going to be like a Coliseum kind of thing, and like because Thor doesn't have his hammer, he got it taken away.
I was hearing that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
and then, so now Thor and Hulk are gonna be like in a coliseum, and they're like, "Hey, I know you."
From the sound of that, they're kind of taking from
Planet Hulk.
Planet Hulk, World War
Yeah.
Hulk,
Yeah.
and Thor Unworthy.
Yeah, what I've heard.
Tons of those. So.
Yeah, what I've heard that is a mixture. Like they said, this is from Kevin Steele guy. You guys know who that is, right? That guy who's basically owns Marvel now. He's in charge of the MCU. He said what he's going after is Planet Hulk meets the current Thor story, which kind of blows my mind.
So we're gonna turn Thor into a woman.
Yeah,
All of
because
a sudden, Loki's like, "Hey Thor, I want to have a little bit of fun." Let's give you.
Well, that's the thing.
Well,
I mean,
story-
even with the new one, it's not Thor being turned into a woman. It's just someone else who's worthy to hold the hammer.
Yeah.
Same way as Beta Ray Bill,
Oh.
as Matheson, some of the other guys, they got it before.
Because in the Secret Wars event that happened, this is going into the comic nerd side of myself. In the Secret Wars that happens, Nick Fury whispers something in Thor's ear that makes him unworthy of the hammer, and he can't lift it up again. So that's where the whole Jane having, sorry, more spoilers. Jane being the new Thor comes in, and he doesn't have the hammer. So
That was nice. I was going to say she.
female Thor, who could that be?
Actually, for a while, people didn't know. So it could have been many people.
Michelle Obama.
So Ervin, now's your time to shine. What's going on with the anime?
With anime?
Yeah.
What do you want to
I don't
know?
know. Just,
Anything? Well,
what was the biggest anime news this week that you know of?
there's. You
I know, to put you on the spot.
Yeah, it's a lot actually.
So on the spot,
We got a release
considering
date
this is
for
the
Attack
month
on Titan.
Yeah, we got that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Considering this is the month of February, it's going to be a lot of money coming out of everyone's pockets. Like, talk about $300 worth in video games right
Yeah,
now.
the new
Oh my
the
gosh.
last Naruto game.
that's not that bad.
Like, I don't know if you, I know Ervin and myself. I don't know if you two play Naruto, but me and Ervin have played like,
I've
every game.
played
Yeah.
one. I wasn't.
It's
I mean,
coming out on
the
PC,
visuals are
Master
nice.
Race.
The gameplay is kind of little
Edgy.
For
too
Caleb.
simplistic.
Yeah,
for me.
no.
Like, because it's literally you just press one
Yeah.
button, dodge, press one button.
I mean,
dodge,
but
press
the
one.
way you dodge, like it's not like wow, it's
It's
like
the visuals. I won't lie though, CC2 did an
Yeah, but
amazing
could you-
job.
Cartoon with a button press.
But could you maybe mix the way you dodge with at least giving me a
Well, you
light,
probably go
heavy,
left,
and
more
medium
combo
attack?
system.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I need a more varied combo
Well, that's the
system because
thing,
I'm
like,
ADD. Okay.
I was on
Same
I was on
combo.
Sand Island like the other day, and they were comparing the game to Tekken and Street Fighter, and I was like, this interview
No.
is so wrong.
No.
Like, whoever did this interview needs to be fired. Like,
Sin.
I'm just waiting for Pokken Fight tournament.
yes,
Yeah.
there's that.
Pokemon tournament, please.
well, I say we get together and pull and get. I know Jeremy already has a Wii U because I knew you were gonna be like, I already have one. I'm good. I don't need to play really.
I have a tournament. Of course I have one.
You know what? Everyone can't go out and just have. Well, you know what?
Say I
I'm
went out.
jealous.
got my
Okay,
butt
I admit it. I'm jealous of his Wii U game.
kicked. Wow.
Game.
Telling you, Wii U PC Master Race. Yeah.
Okay. PC maybe,
He's good
not
for work.
Wii
I don't call it
U.
a master race.
Yeah.
It's had a huge chunk of every one of the games that have come out recently have had major issues.
Because
Play-
developers don't know how to develop because they ship them off
Because
to
part of
these
that master
third
race should
party.
be easier development, and that doesn't give it.
All I'm saying is if
All
I
I
can
said it was
mod-
easy. It's just I'm gonna say it's completely racist, but it's totally true. Japanese people don't know how to port PC ports.
You know, most
They
of
don't know how to work on
most,
PC.
You know, it
most
wouldn't
of the
have been
problems
racist
are
if you
American. Most of the problems have been American developers, though. Batman: Arkham Knight.
That was good.
Tomb Raider.
That was played.
Tomb Raider's been having issues. Arkham Knight is
Really?
straight up
No, it was
broken.
bad.
Like to the point they had to take
Oh,
it
no,
off
Arkham
Steam
Knight's
and
It was
put it
good,
back
but it was
up.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been a number of games.
don't be
that
just for it.
their PC versions have been just
Most worse had the gameplay
Afterthoughts.
on it.
And Fallout
Exactly,
4
which is
wasn't even that good
terrible.
on
Like,
PS,
why don't you
PC.
treat it like every other platform?
They didn't even make Game of the Year.
I mean, what Mortal Kombat X sold how many on the PC?
Well,
they
that's Mortal
completely
Kombat
dropped
X.
And they
it.
dropped
You're
it.
not getting any DLC.
Exactly.
or
I mean,
anything.
I didn't buy it because I'm pretty sure they would.
In the defense
But-
of that, though, Mortal Kombat X didn't even do good on anything. But Fallout 4
Because
is...
everyone knew,
Yeah.
just wait and get the complete edition.
Yeah, pretty much.
Except for
And-
PC players.
Fallout 4... no, anyways. But Fallout 4, I had an issue with it on PC because it was just like... You know, it just got to a point where it was so... Like, you just mod everything around
Yeah,
the
that's
back.
mainly what it's there for.
Yeah,
mods.
that's why you
I mean,
get
I
on
was
PC with modded.
I had a AT-AT in a Buzz Lightyear thing, and I did not care. I was like, I found it on the internet and I'm using it.
Well, speaking of Fallout, I mean, as soon as it got released, One Punch Man was still out, and the mods for that were crazy. Like,
Yeah.
so.
One Punch Man is an anime.
Yeah, One Punch Man is anime, and there's a Fallout 4 mod for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I got an Xbox One, but I'm still playing through it right now.
Fallout
Finish
4.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I got just bored.
I've been busy.
But so
Yeah.
what was the release date for Attack on Titan?
Attack on Titan.
April 16th,
Yep.
2016.
Right. April 16th, season 2. Finally,
That's
about
not that
time.
stupid high school thing, is it? This is the actual
Oh, yeah. Attack on Titan High School Edition, Middle School
Here's
Edition, like they did.
everything you didn't want.
Well, like,
Exactly.
real talk though, Caleb, Ervin, and I will be in Vegas, so we'll be in a hotel room together. So you best believe that if it all, they're not gonna. I know they're not gonna do it, but if somehow they're like, let's be, amazing and put it all out at one time.
This isn't Netflix.
No, not Netflix.
If it does happen,
That's not how it works.
We
in
wouldn't get
Japan.
any sleep.
yeah. I mean,
That basically happened with Daredevil, Jessica Jones,
I didn't like
any of
Jessica
this.
Jones.
I'm gonna slap you on public TV, right?
I mean, Daredevil is amazing, and I'm ready. It comes out.
All of it's gonna be connected. I mean, just the way that they're doing it, because there's a whole movie
had a
coming out.
mind.
from it as well.
I forgot we had February, and I was like, it comes out in a week.
Yeah,
and I
like,
was
that's what I said, this month.
it's February. I forgot about
It's still
that.
technically January here.
Yeah, so, in a week, in a month and a week, we get more Daredevil, because I think the official date is March 2nd.
I think so.
So, pretty stoked for that. And then Luke Cage is coming out this year.
Yep.
For all you people out there.
Oh, Luke Cage. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Very good.
Yeah.
I still like how he was portrayed in that. The whole bar fight was great.
Yeah.
It's like, you tried to stab me in the back.
You try to stab me.
In Jessica Jones?
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the look he gave. He didn't
Yeah.
say anything. It's just like, really?
That's what makes it good, though.
All right, so.
all right. So, go ahead with the Nintendo news, Ervin.
You want the Nintendo news?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Way back in 2013, you might recall a tease we got of an upcoming detective game featuring a talking Pikachu. Now the Pokemon Company has finally revealed the game with a full trailer and announced it will be launching as soon as February 3rd in Japan. Billed as a cinematic adventure game, Great Detective Pikachu, birth of a new combination. Fan translation follows the story of a young Tim Goodman who comes to Rhyme City on a mission. In the city, however, an encounter with a talking deer stalker clad Pikachu sets him off on a new adventure.
So,
Such a deep
What?
voice.
so
Yeah, I know.
You're talking to like, wait, what now?
So, in case you haven't heard, if
You live in a
Detective Pikachu, if you live in a rock, Detective Pikachu, there was a trailer that just flooded the entire internet. It's like, oh, here's a
I should have had the
Here's
video queued
talking
up so you can just play
Pikachu.
the voice.
Yeah,
and
I
just hear
actually
it.
saw screenshots of that earlier.
It is
in
so-
class.
It's so deep. It's like you're a Pikachu.
And I know in the American dub of the game, Danny DeVito has been signed to narrate.
He hasn't been signed. There's people were putting a fan thing trying to get where they'll
Get him.
do that, but they have made no announcement of it coming
Well,
here
Rachel
at all.
People shared a false advertisement on Facebook.
Well, no,
that he was
even on
confirmed.
that, even on that, it wasn't confirmed. It was people making the
Assumption.
no, they're making the assumption. What was it they were making for everyone to petition
Petition to,
to
get
try and get them to do that? But I don't see him doing it.
Still making a position for Miley
Yeah.
Cyrus to put more clothes on. Hopefully that gets.
It should be an
I don't even
automatic
pay
must.
attention to her, so I don't care. Like, whatever.
But yeah, so apparently there's going to be like a Professor Layton kind of Pikachu Pokemon game, which
I love how people are freaking out about this.
Well,
but how
I
many
mean-
years have we had Meowth just running his mouth the entire
yeah,
time?
I mean that's what I was thinking. Like, well, okay, we got the talking
Yeah,
mouth in the
Pokemon
anime.
Mystery Dungeon. They talk.
Yeah, well,
that's Pokemon
They're in a
talking to
different
Pokemon.
world. Yeah, they're a different world. Doesn't count.
It's a person becoming a Pokemon and talking to their Pokemon,
Yeah,
which is still weird. But whatever.
it is still weird, but it's. I guess I don't know. It depends on how the game plays. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been watching Sherlock again. I just keep thinking
I
like a
love
Pikachu
Sherlock.
acting like Sherlock, just running around talking to people.
But
That
then,
would be interesting
in
to
the
see,
trailer
though.
they show up like the Pikachu talking to another Pikachu. It's like, all right,
well, even with that, he
Hold
talks
on.
normally, and then the Pikachu's just like Pika Pika.
Pika Pika.
It's like I understand everything
But
you're
you
saying.
say, but we
Which makes me
don't.
think about Pokemon the show, like.
What with Meowth? Meowth talks
I don't
to all of them
know.
and understands them, but he can talk to people. So
But I'm just saying, the Pikachu from the show is the real MVP because I couldn't put up with Ash and his stupid battle tactics.
Well, you gotta think
like-
about back to the beginning though. when it very like
When he sent a
started.
Pikachu
When the
to an
accident that
Onyx,
caused
yeah.
what happened?
Pikachu, go fight Onyx.
He never made it out of town. He just
Yeah.
tripped in the grass, hit a rock, and he's been in a coma ever since.
If I was Brock, I totally would have called hacks on that. I'd have been like, hacks,
Like,
use sprinklers.
Wait, how'd you faint my Onyx with Thunderbolt? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
What?
Charizard surviving water, with
But
that.
you
Like we
gotta
said,
keep in
keep in
mind,
mind.
there's no logic there.
Yeah,
So
no logic.
Yeah, it was just one giant commercial that's still going.
All right. So, this I'm not.
I actually know something about this one.
Okay, well, so a new rumor claims Bandai Namco is currently working on several NX games, with Super Smash Bros. Playing as a launch title for Nintendo's next platform. Dr. Sirkan Kodo, the CEO of Tokyo-based game industry consultant firm Kantan Games, can't even say it, shared the rumor on Twitter this morning, saying Bandai Namco is currently developing several NX titles. Smash Brothers is planned to be a launch title. I'm not sure about the date. In a subsequent post, Koto elaborated on the Smash Brothers rumor, adding, "I haven't heard of it. If it's a completely new numbered Smash Brothers, not otherwise." Source citation is solid. No,
No, that makes sense, actually.
but
Well, it does. Smash Brothers Brawl was fairly early. I mean, they announced it before the system came out, and it came out pretty quick. Melee was within the first few months. It came out very quick. We knew about the Wii U one, but it got delayed because they ended up doing both of them, which is why they put out the 3DS one first, because there was less content in it, so they could test it faster. And then they've kept it going with DLC. But it kind of makes sense. More than likely, what's going to be is a port of the Wii U one, just with all the content included. And then if they do that, say some of the rumors of the NX being both a portable and a handheld, both versions of Smash could carry over into one game. So you can have a portable and a console version of it, get the best of both worlds for both of them, and have it in one package.
I hope so, and I hope it's not an entirely new, like, oh yeah.
But even if it
Remember
is,
that one Smash Brothers game you just spent all your money on. Well, here's an entirely brand new
well,
one.
it's
Yeah,
not that you
no.
just
Like-
spend it. They've been keeping DLC, but Smash has been out for a couple of years now.
Yeah, it's
The Wii U has been out for almost 5 years now. For the total life, if they replace the system at the end of this year, beginning of next, it'll be about a normal lifespan for a Nintendo console. There's actually people just keep forgetting it wasn't the last one out this generation; it was the first one out this generation.
Yeah.
The Wii was the last one by 5 days after the PS3 last time, but the Wii U was a good year and a half before the Xbox One and the PS4.
This is also one of my crazy theories. Like, what? The Wii U came out a whole year before,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Microsoft and Sony, they sat back and said, let's see what Nintendo's bringing to the table. Oh, we can one-up them. That's no problem. We just got everything all settled. We'll just put in the graphics card later.
Well, that goes either way.
Conspiracy.
No,
It's
that's
conspiracy.
other
telling you.
than trying to cross over each other. They honestly don't care when the other ones release because they are worried about their market and how they're going to run it. They'll run the system as long as they still make money on it or how they're going to go with it. And the Wii U does make money. It just hasn't sold as much as like their previous systems. It honestly hasn't.
What was that? Who sold 1 million copies or something? They said
There's
that
been a
wasn't
couple
good
different
enough.
million copies
Yeah.
sold
but-
on the Wii U.
No, I meant
Console?
no. A game company was like, I think it was Square Enix. They're like, oh, we only sold 1 million copies of like Tomb Raider or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't successful.
Square Enix, they
Well,
deemed
it's
that
successful.
one. That's because
Or
they're
it dropped the same day as Battlefront.
Yeah.
Which is its main mistake.
well, no, they're talking about it was the first Tomb Raider, or
Yeah.
the first remake Tomb Raider. They were saying it was a failure at only a little over 1 million sold. That's not the fact of how many it sold. They were just too fat on how they did the budget. They just went to town and put all this stuff in it. Yeah, they got a great game, but then they expected too much and they had to get too much back to get a profit. And they kind of hurt themselves. They needed to trim it down.
Yeah, there's no Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah, GTA 5, they
It was-
spent the budget, but they made it back. They had
Yeah.
to sell a bunch.
Yeah.
But they released it on 2 consoles. They put DLC out. There's a whole bunch of stuff for that.
They had to do that though. Like Rockstar really had to do something.
But the other thing, though, they're really smart about it, and I'm waiting for this to happen. They did it with, especially with Grand Theft Auto 4, where they already had the city built, and then just like if you watch a film in New York and then you go watch another film that's in New York, they just made a new story with new characters in that same city, and it feels like a whole new game, but it costs them way less. So if they do that again with 5, which they're still hinting at single-player DLC coming out, that's a smart way to do it. But nowadays, especially like Tomb Raider and things like that, they'll put the game out and then try and nickel and dime you with a bunch of stuff DLCs. They cut out. Battlefront being the worst one, Star Wars.
DLC is a pain.
It can be done right, or it can be done horribly wrong.
The best DLC is done right, in my opinion. I would say, I don't even like the games, but Dark Souls has really good DLCs.
Dark Souls did really good.
It kept
Mario
going.
Kart, I liked how they did it, because it was like $11, and you got like almost half the game again.
Yeah.
And they made it clear, even for those, they didn't have it ready beforehand. They finished the game, put it out as a finished product, and then worked on it and extended the life of it. That's why you feel like Smash Brothers just came, you're still doing it. Well, think about it. It's been 2 years that they've been just adding stuff as you go. Look at Splatoon. It's been a year, and how much stuff they've added for free.
And they just finished doing
Yeah, they're not doing
stuff.
any more DLC for it, and none of that ended up being paid at all.
I'm wondering, like, are they going to do paid DLC?
Nope, they said that was it. They finished Splatoon, so that was everything together. Now, that would be to bring a port of all that together, I think would be another good one for NX. So, I don't know. I mean, if they're doing Smash Brothers, Namco is also, of course, they're working on Pokken Tournament. So, how that might carry over, which the little controller for that's kind of weird. It has to be second player. First player has to use the gamepad, I found out. Still gonna get it. It's just weird.
I don't mind. Hey, I used the gamepad for Smash Brothers. I don't mind it. Although you banned it.
We have all the controllers, and I've learned to play on all of them. The one thing I do know that is going to have to carry over is there's probably going to be amiibo support. They make way too much money off of those, and as much as they built them up. So the more games that come out, they'll just carry over support for those. Maybe even use it as a way to carry data from one to another, and
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, Jeremy, what's the nerd vocab today?
For this week, it is periscope, an apparatus consisting of a tube attached to a set of mirrors or prisms by which an observer, typically in a submerged submarine or behind a high obstacle, can see things that are otherwise out of sight.
Yeah, we'll definitely get to why we had that as the nerd vocab later on. Amon, what's going on with Bungie?
Well, the big news at Bungie today, or this week, is that their CEO, Harold Ryan, has stepped down from his role as head of the board. That's right. Stepped down. We out. Goodbye. No more. Blue. Bye.
Adios, amigos.
There was a fire at Grant McKeith. The board of directors.
Let's not talk about fires.
The board of directors at the company has said that the long COP Patterson. Oh my God. will step into the role. Sorry, folks. We have fun.
Inside jokes.
No word as of yet from Ryan, but Mr. Party said, I want to personally thank Harold for his friendship, passion, hard work, and dedication in the making of Bungie the great company it is today. Thank you for the dancing and Destiny. It changed my life. As a team, we
Destiny, how did the DLC wrong?
It's basically a second game, but we'll get to that. As a team,
another one.
Forgotten King. Anyway, as we celebrate many victories and weather many storms, to the players of Dear Lord, to the players of Destiny, I want you to know that my number one priority in Bungie is and always has been to deliver great games, and we can all share together. I believe that Destiny is a one-of-a-kind experience. I also believe you're yet to take our studio's best work. My new role here at the studio will be entirely focused on fulfilling that
Okay, sure.
Can we be completely honest with this part now?
So Destiny was one of the best paid betas that then released the game later on and made us pay for it again.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, for real, Destiny was a beta for the Taken King. And the Taken King was just too quick. It was like, oh, well, there's Kratos. There's Fallen.
With it.
Okay.
I tried to play it, and me and Juan play it, and I was like,
I like how you said one of a kind experience. I'm like,
oh, Halo, Mass Effect,
Halo, Borderlands.
it's
everything.
I saw
Gears of War.
It's not an MMO. Well, it's hard online. You're all playing together.
XP classes.
Yeah, it's an MMO.
You have raids, man, and dungeons. Have you watched Sword
Kind of
Online?
sounds like an MMO to me.
It's an MMO.
If you can have the statement, I got a purple. Shut up, you're playing an MMO.
Hey, man, join our Legion. Still not an MMO.
No, not an MMO.
Destiny, I mean...
Look, I got this, what do you call these? A mount? Oh, not an MMO.
Does Harold Ryan have a suggestion box? Because I have one.
That's DLC as well.
Next time. Next time, Harold Ryan.
It's pay to complain.
Thanks for your hard work and everything, but, next time, just call it Destiny 2, because now you got Destiny 2 that's supposedly coming out this year, or early 2017. So, and what is it going to be about? Apparently you're supposed to meet the head of the Taken, because Chronos...
It's just another DLC.
I know,
it's more DLC. Here's Destiny 2
but they're making
as
it
DLC.
another game.
With dual wielding.
I don't know if you guys...
We're not doing Halo 2.
I don't know if anybody gets this joke except for Ervin, but the cover of Destiny 2 should be a picture of Neji dying. Because...
You didn't realize now they have the ability, they could pull another Halo 2 and just have a cut-off ending, but now it can be like, DLC coming next month. Or DLC available now.
Halo 4 was, speaking of Bungie, Halo 4.
I liked Halo 4.
It was good. Halo 4.
5 has been boring.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, my
I'm
bad.
trying.
I meant 5.
You meant 5.
That's 3, 4, 3.
Halo 4 was great. Halo 4 and Halo Reach were my two favorite. And, ODS was its own thing.
I liked ODST.
Yeah, but it was its own thing. It was
different.
But Halo 5 let me down. So it's like Bungie just this the year.
Bungie had nothing to do with it.
They didn't?
No.
3, 4,
3 was their last.
Oh, yeah.
3,
Oh, yeah.
ODST and Reach were
Yeah.
the last ones.
Yeah.
3, 4, 3.
Can Bungie come back to that instead of Destiny? Just saying.
I don't think so.
Is Borderlands made by Bungie?
No.
Okay. I see a
No.
Bungie logo somewhere. when I
No,
play Borderlands.
The
I
only
think
game Bungie really
Borderlands
puts
is
out
made by
is-
Gearbox, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing that Bungie does right now is Destiny, and they did Halo before, and then before that they did what was that series? It was originally on Mac, because Halo was originally a Macintosh only game.
Yeah.
It was actually first shown at a Macworld event, and then
people
the next
hate
year Microsoft's like, "Nope, we're taking that.
That looks fine.
Money, we want that."
It looks fine.
Dollar bill, y'all.
So, they're like, "Hey, we're going to release the original Xbox. We need a good game."
New DLC in Halo 5. You could play Minecraft in it.
Really?
I mean,
I don't know.
don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
More likely.
The single player was kind of boring. It hasn't been bad, but it has been boring. But the multiplayer has still been blowing up pretty good for a lot of people, and they've been adding in the way they've been doing the maps. They've been giving them out for free and doing a lot of that stuff. So
Really?
they're working.
Free maps.
Yeah.
In this day and age.
That's
But you did it for a year. What's your point?
Hey, Kirito did it. He's not trying to make money off of that. He's just trying to save that guild.
And people
from billing.
and people still complained about the amiibo
Too
support
soon.
with that too. They're like, "Oh, we've got all these free maps, but you got to buy an amiibo." But to get the maps,
It's like my sister
You're gonna
bought
pay something either way.
my sister. It's kind of like my sister. She bought all this spray and perfume set for the special case. When you could have just bought the special case, but the special case was free. So whoever does this type of advertisement is just a monster, and they're the reason.
They're apparently good at it, man.
Yeah.
They're the reason that towels don't stay soft all the time.
All right, so let's move on.
Ervin.
Oh, okay.
The PlayStation 4 version of the beloved strategy role-playing game Valkyrie Chronicles, previously announced for Japan, will also head west this spring. Sega announced earlier this week.
I still have it on my Steam library. I haven't
Their
downloaded
spring
it.
or
yet.
our
Okay.
spring? Because that's a big difference. Because their spring is next month.
Probably their spring.
Okay.
Well, they're saying head west this spring, so it's going to be ours.
Okay, head west this spring.
So
there you
still,
go.
that's
Because spring is still considered kind of quarter one, quarter two is how they actually do it for financial
Their spring
terms,
is our
so-
summer, so it's
But they still would refer to it as the
Yeah.
same period of time.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so
Oh.
did you want to talk about Final Fantasy Tactics?
It don't matter.
You
I
just
still play
revealed
the heck out of
the
it.
big reveal, man. You just ruined
So
it.
Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced released for Wii U on the Virtual Console yesterday. Actually, January 28th. According to Nintendo's product listing, it will support off-play TV.
Oh, wow.
Off TV play.
Same difference. So off-TV play.
I should have got my glasses because they're
The only reason I'm not actually getting that one is because I still have the original cartridge with my whole game save on there, all that time played, and I just played on the GameCube, played on that. So otherwise, I will end up getting it probably. So.
All right. So is anybody in here excited for Mighty Number 9 at all?
No.
I
I mean, I'm not.
already paid for it.
He is. He paid for it.
Well, why don't you go ahead and read this next bit of news then?
I know. Mighty Number 9 has been delayed. In a post over at the game's Kickstarter page, creator Keiji Inafune explains the reason for the latest delay is down to bugs found in the network portion of Mighty Number 9. He says, in preparation for the February release of Mighty Number 9, we have been working hard with our partners to resolve any network issues and porting work necessary to publish the game on various platforms. However, the issues relating to the network modes were more critical than expected, and it has become apparent that we will need to delay the game. We've been working up until the very last moment to resolve these issues in order to make the release, but it has become clear that we no longer have enough time to fix the issues and have everything prepared for release. This is a result of my miscalculations on the part of us, the development staff. As a result, our fans have been looking forward to Mighty Number 9, have been forced to wait for over half a year longer than expected, and for that we are sincerely sorry. I want to take this chance to apologize personally and on behalf of the development staff. Honestly, I'd rather them have it done and then put it out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the same thing I take for a lot of
Like I
games.
say,
I'd rather have a delay and have a good game than have
it's
the
never
crap EA puts out.
never a bad thing other than you have to wait for when a game is delayed. It's never a bad thing. It's a good thing. I'm like, oh, it's delayed. That means it's going to hopefully work when it comes out.
I mean, this should be expected. This was originally a Kickstarted game, so that does happen. I had actually Kickstarted stuff a while back. There was another podcast that was out called Retronauts. Really good show. They cover kind of the history of gaming and stuff like that. And there was supposed to be a DVD set and a book and some other stuff with it as well. And it's been like 3 years. And I was like, okay, I guess that stuff's just never coming. We got the shows, but we never saw any of that. And then out of the blue, I get an email the other week going, hey, we're still here. The stuff's still coming. I was like, wow, that's great. So you never know. I mean, with Kickstarter, you're paying to fund someone's idea. You're not buying the item. If it comes with it, great, but you're funding the possibility of it. And people never really take that into account. So, I mean, at least they're being honest with it. What bugged more people is this isn't done, and then he opened another Kickstarter for a different game. Project Cars is another one that did something like that. They released a game that was buggy, broken, one of the worst racing games I ever played, and instead of fixing it, opened up money for part 2. Everyone's like, wait, what?
I'll do that.
So...
Okay, then.
All right.
Go on, Amon. What's going on? Now we're on to the technology news.
Okay, Donald Rumsfeld, the two-time U.S.
Secretary of Defense.
Secretary of Defense.
Someone mistyped it.
Yeah, I was
It
like...
says Secretary.
I was like,
the U.S. Secretary of Defense, who proceeded over the invasions of Iraq and Afghanistan, has released a video game. Okay, then. $10, Call of Duty. The game, initially released on an iOS app, that's new, is based on a version of Solitaire favored by Winston Churchill. Didn't see that coming. The variant uses 2 decks of cards rather than 1. Okay, then. This gets more intense. 10 rows of cards instead of 7, and an extra pile of 6 cards, the Devil's 6, for each player to work into their strategy. Rumsfeld himself had become a fan of the physical version of Solitaire variant after he first played it in the 1970s. It was taught to him by Belgian statesman André de Sturke. Sturke? Okay. Sturke. Who had in turn, Rumsfeld claims, been taught it by Winston Churchill himself.
So yeah, if you want to go play that, it's a thing.
I mean,
apparently.
I'm curious about the variation now, though. I just want to see it.
I'm just like, what? Like, you know, I've been the U.S. Secretary of Defense 2 times. I'm going to make an app about Solitaire
make a
from
war game because I think you're only
Churchill.
allowed to make money off war once.
Oh.
Been there, done that. Now it's time for card games.
Wow.
Children's card. Okay, not going there.
A children's card game.
Go there.
No. Guy
Screw the rules. I have money. All right, inside jokes.
All right, this next story is actually really good.
All right, Ervin.
Science.
Science.
Picture how large Pluto's orbit is around our sun. Now picture a planet 12 to 15 times the mass of Jupiter orbiting at a distance of 140 times wider than that. This planet is called 2MASS J2126-8140. And its star pair are part of what astronomers are calling the largest solar system ever discovered, according to BBC. We are very surprised to find such a low-mass object so far from its planet star, said Dr. Simon Murphy from Australian National University. There is no way it formed in the same way as our solar system did, from a large disk of dust and gas. The newly found system is 3 times wider than the previous widest star solar system did from the planet-pairing discovery, it takes two mass J2126-8140 close to 1 million years to complete a single orbit. For comparison, it only takes Pluto 248 years to orbit our sun. Since how was the system discovered? Astronomers were surviving young stars and brown dwarfs in Earth's neighborhood and found the planet-star pair moving together at around 100 light years away. Can we explain why that name is 2MASS J2126-8140?
Too massive.
I think someone's trying to play on the too legit to quit.
Let's say this. If you went to the beach and had to name every piece of sand, you're going to run out of ideas really fast.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be like,
that makes sense.
I'm just saying.
Reno 102, 108, 09.
You know, you can name a couple kids, but I'm pretty sure when you get to like 10 kids or more, you're just throwing out random words.
That's
fine.
Yeah.
This little green stain Billy. This one's little Susie.
Yeah, there's only so many names in this world.
I'm gonna.
That,
This one is 2MASS.
You just look at the grain of salt or
someone's
sand,
gonna
and
name
you're
their kid
like,
that now.
I'm gonna call you Finn.
2MASS. Get over here.
Yeah.
2MASS, get your butt downstairs right now. Clean these dishes.
You call Oscar Isaac, and Oscar Isaac names it for you. Oh, Darren.
No.
So
All right.
here's where we were talking about periscopes earlier in our nerd vocab. This is why. So Periscope is now integrating with GoPro to bring live streaming action to the cameras. Periscope just took its first steps away from the smartphone, and the Twitter-owned live streaming app announced an integration, with GoPro that lets the users broadcast to their followers from an action camera for the very first time.
For the very first time. Sorry.
The integration, which currently works on iOS with the GoPro Hero 4 Black and Hero 4 Silver, allows Periscope to recognize a GoPro whenever one is connected to an iPhone. Once connected, the app gives users the option of broadcasting from the camera. The integration raises interesting possibilities for surfers, skiers, snowboarders, any other athlete, as well as any kind of stupid people. So I'm gonna put that out there. So I lost my spot. Yep. So anyone else who wants to enjoy a GoPro, maybe like on a drone,
Yeah.
if we can periscope from a
They
drone.
also
that'd
make
be-
really good, one-on-one videos. Like, if you're just, you, and, you're trying to... GoPros are actually really good video cameras. Oh, they're not, but they are.
No. The stuff they record is pretty great.
You're pretty great.
Thanks. You too. Indeed, the company teased some upcoming broadcast from the X Games, which that'd be pretty cool. People doing flips and tricks.
Yeah,
and stuff
Goofy,
like
Ryan.
that. Goofy right on the rocket board, which will begin this week in Aspen, CO. That's Colorado.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I was about to say. Look,
We're going to let you
I
work
look
that
at-
one out.
I live in Florida. I
still know about other states,
GA.
though. They do exist.
No, I know. I haven't mailed anything to Colorado, so I was like, wait, that's Colorado,
Did
right?
you go to first grade?
I went to first grade, but it was a long time ago.
It's like as soon as you have to mail something to it, you finally realize that state is there. I can just imagine the U.S. map in your head right now. It's like a bunch of holes.
Guys.
Maybe California, Japan's in there somehow.
Japan.
Caleb's just so Arkansas is a thing.
Yeah.
Alaska doesn't exist. I know what you're talking about.
No, I did. Look,
Yeah, most people don't know that there's 48
United
countries
States.
in America.
Okay.
It's like you remember those puzzles when you were a kid that had all the states? He's missing a lot of parts.
No one
Look,
called
when
that.
you take a bunch of programming classes, you kind of have to make room for
Other things.
things just get lost in there, and I have to dig it up.
Yeah, I delete people's
I'm
names.
still doing good myself.
It's because you grew up in different areas. So
Jeremy,
We'll
life
have
is not
Another
a
time
contest.
before Google.
Life's not a contest.
grew up before Google and before the government started
Caleb,
poisoning us.
When we asked what a search engine was, we had to actually look it up. We couldn't just type it in.
We grew up before Google.
Yeah,
We still had Netscape.
I remember I didn't have internet. I grew up without internet.
I mean, the earliest memory I have of internet is my mom
before.
saying, "Unplug the internet. I'm trying to call your aunt."
Meaner.
Yeah, I remember when 28.8 was the high speed you could get.
Yeah.
A 28.8 baud modem. You're just like, holy crap, that is amazing. Because it's
Dude,
just
I got a 4 gig thing in my hand. No way, bruh. It's so huge. It's the
Dude, we
size of a
flipped out over
thumb.
126. I have a 128 megabyte card I still keep just because
Yeah.
of how hilariously large that used to be. All right.
Go ahead, Jeremy.
So moving on, Tokyo's police force is
Blah, blah, blah.
Tokyo's
Drift.
police force is taking 3D mugshots of suspects being held in custody. That whole sentence is just messed
I
up.
see it.
That's what threw me off. It's reported the images will form part of a database which officers hope will make it easier to analyze CCTV footage. The Asahi Shimbun newspaper reports all of the Japanese capital's 102 police stations will be fitted with a 3D camera as part of the new process, which will begin in April. As we can identify the suspects more quickly and accurately, our arrest rate is expected to become greater. One senior officer tells the paper, unlike regular two-dimensional mugshots, the 3D images can be adjusted to match the angle of security camera footage, which is often shot from above rather than at face height.
That's pretty interesting. Like,
leave it to
just like
Japan,
a
man.
It's a
3D
little handy, but it also brings up privacy issues of how they're going to handle that as well. Because if they're making identification off of an image they're having to distort and change, you're then going to have to bring up, like, how accurate is that going to be to this person? Of how they're going to be. Like, okay, you know, if you look this way, you don't actually know. You're just looking at a picture that was generated and moved.
I feel like this is how Akira started.
I could see it being used to help with some of this, but from an actual standpoint of the law, if they actually base a charge on that, it could lead to problems. So,
It could be like, you know, you live in Japan because their customs are different. You just have to sit with being under surveillance. Like in Washington, D.C., if you go in a certain area, you know, you have to be under surveillance because we're that close to the White House. You just automatically...
oh, I know, I understand that, but I'm talking about they're ones like, we're going to watch this video and we see someone do something, and all we see is this weird angle of their head.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a 3D model of your head. We're going to move it this way and go, okay, that looks like the same guy, or at least close enough from what we've done. But you're taking a three-dimensional object and you're distorting it and moving it around. There's going to be, I mean, how many years have we had for gaming for all this stuff of the generated heads and stuff they have, but you can still make someone's head just disappear or glitch out or something. You know.
Don't let your, like, criminal be a hacker or someone like that. And it's like, and they change it to a picture of, like, the police department's head.
I mean, they've got masks now. You could actually generate masks that are pretty realistic for what they can do. And if they're just looking CCTV at an angle, you can make yourself look like somebody else easily. I mean, it could be messed with.
Correction, this is how Death Note started.
Yes.
It's an anime.
Kira had nothing to do with that. I know what Death Note is.
All right, good. Good.
You're going to kick it old school right quick one last time? Meaning,
Old
this is the
school.
last story. I don't know why I said.
You can do it.
Okay, you want to do it? No, if
No.
you're going to do it, it's fine.
No, that's fine.
I just know, like, you had an order going.
It's
Like,
Oculus.
you want to do it together? Buddy?
In unison.
Okay.
At this point, where they're fist bumping, you want to do it?
Yeah, I might as well.
Okay. After decades of broken dreams. Wait. Rachel wrote this. Throw it on the bus. After decades of broken dreams.
I still love my virtual boy, dang it.
After decades of broken dreams, virtual reality appears to be fulfilling its promise. It's not just the hardware and software are finally arriving with Oculus Rift and Samsung Gear headsets. Motion sickness not included.
Excluded.
Well, it's same thing.
It doesn't bother me.
It's that artists, game designers, filmmakers, and other creators are finally building sustainable works for it. Dear Lord.
Substantial.
Substantial work for it. Along with this, certain individuals like Mark Farad want to see how long a human can live in virtual reality. As much for a feat of endurance performers act. Tell him to watch Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there was a dude, and he was going to put himself in virtual reality for like 48 hours, but predictably, given Farron's ambition, he still hasn't lived like 24 hours a day for 28 days inside of virtual reality. He just only spent like 48 hours in it. Mm-hmm. But Thorsten, I can't even say Weidemann, founder and artistic director of A Maze Festival, that's a thing, recently lived for 48 hours inside various VR worlds at the Game Science Center in Berlin from January 8th through the 10th. Titled Disconnected, Wildeman and Lucid Trips co-designer Sarah Lisa Vogel's performance took place on a HTC Vive, involved a number of VR worlds, environments, and programming routines. So, basically he was testing out to see how long or like what side effects would be if like you stayed in like a virtual headset for like over 24 hours. He said at around the 25-hour mark, though, that he was kind of second guessing, like he was kind of getting nervous, but after
Did
that...
you take it off whenever you wanted? Or?
No. It stayed on for 48 hours.
I mean, like, so how does that work? Like, does...
Long cords in a closed bathroom.
Pretty much.
And close your eyes.
So, I mean, like, he could still eat and everything while he was in there?
Yeah.
Well, I would hope so.
Okay.
No.
Like, I'm still thinking about Sword Art Online, or he's like...
Yeah, that was a little different.
Yeah,
that was
But no, he still ate.
This is the Matrix.
He did get a couple hours of sleep, but he was still wearing the headset, you know. But when he would wake up, it's
just wake up and start freaking out. Like,
Just falls asleep, change it, just put fire everywhere.
oh my god!
Space heaters.
Put pictures of Paula Dini.
See, what makes it better is when you add the environmental effects to it. They turn the heater up all the way to 100 degrees. And
Lock him in a cold room in Antarctica. Antarctica. Wow.
Antarctica.
What's up? 4 hours of sleep. That's not chilling at all.
Cannot talk today, can
Yeah.
we?
No, of course not. We never talk. So yeah, virtual reality, it's going to be a thing. Probably it's going to be our main source of entertainment in the next couple of years. So. Future!
To a point, I can see it. It's not going to be everything because I mean it's been around for a while. It's just improving.
Yeah, people like us. I remember back in my day, we did the first reality first came out. It was called "Where's the Virtual Boy?"
I remember back in
everybody
my day,
headache.
we had an Xbox, and you're over here with your quadratic formula cube.
just the Rubik's.
Playing the Mario 40.
It's just a Rubik's Cube,
It's just
Grandpa.
the
Go sit
Rubik's.
down.
You're playing Mario in 40 dimensions. Come on
Yeah.
now.
Go back in your virtual nursing home.
Grandpa, get back to your virtual. No!
Yeah, no
I
more.
actually
I
saw
want
a
to
game
see a
for
real
that.
tree.
That's what's sad.
Why do all the trees have to die out?
Back in my day, we had Coca-Cola that was actually
You won't.
liquid.
Yeah, you won't have a nursing home. You just have a closet in the back. You're just gonna plug your grandparents in and just leave them.
Oh, wow. Fun
You want to
fact.
visit them? They're part of your game console.
Billy, can you spray me some meatloaf out of just fake can?
They do Call of Duty.
Thank
Grandpa,
you.
leave me alone. But I'm in the war.
Fun fact about...
I'm back in Vietnam. Here I come.
Let me say my fun fact.
All right.
I've been saying for 5 minutes.
So,
Fun.
It's gonna be like that day all over again.
Fun fact, though, just because this is the Nerd Edification hour and we were talking about future and stuff, that water bread in Star Wars, spoiler alert,
Yeah, spoilers. This is water bread.
yeah, in Rey, the character in Star Wars The Force Awakens,
Spoilers.
she gets this portion and it's like a powder and she actually pours food and it becomes bread. That was real.
Spoilers.
Yes.
tasted horrible, she said.
Yes.
Yeah, but it was still real. And you
Took
can
like 2
tell,
months to make it.
yeah, by the way she was doing it, she was like, it was like, it sounded, the chewing looked gross.
But it matched the scene perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, it really was cool. It makes me think of like, like how you can take a little plate and like put it in the microwave and eventually we'll get like a Thanksgiving dinner or something like that. Like the Jetsons.
No, what was
Life
that?
would be so easy.
There was. I do remember that one movie that
Back to the
they
Future?
put something in the.
Back to the Future, too.
Yeah.
It might have been Back to the Future. They just put something in,
Yeah.
turn the microwave, and
Or Spy Kids.
Someone rehydrate the pizza.
yeah, Spy Kids.
You're
That was
thinking
it.
Spy
That's what I was
Kids.
thinking about.
Oh, okay.
Spy
I was
Kids.
thinking a good movie.
Yeah.
The first Spy Kids was good. The others were not.
My kids watched it, yeah.
How's your oldest kid?
15.
I'm still older than him by
Well, I
like
know.
a good 8 years.
Yeah. When did Spy Kids come out? Like.
2000.
Yeah, we're still young enough.
Yeah,
we're
you
still
were
young
like-
enough.
you-
We're good. We're all right.
I had Jeremy at that time. I was already married.
Your child is named Jeremy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeremy Jr.?
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah.
So wait, question.
Jeremy Albert Powers Jr.
What was the middle thing?
Albert.
Oh, okay, that said Austin.
I was
like,
We actually almost, literally after he was born, we almost named my youngest son. He was going to be John Austin Powers. And we couldn't do it.
oh my, I would have done it. One child probably would have hated me, but it would have been okay.
Actually, he said later he'd been okay with it. We ended up naming him after both of our dads, so we didn't do the Austin thing. It was so tempting.
All right, that'll do it here for the Nerd Edification hour today, and let us all do our social stuff. Jeremy,
You can find me at Zenspath on Twitter, and then Zenspath Podcast was over on iTunes. We're actually should be recording a new show of that tomorrow, since we've been out of it for a little while. You can find us on Twitch at Zenspath, and that's pretty much it.
I should probably go make some form of social media because everybody here has a YouTube channel or something. But it's coming soon, and it's gonna be about stuff. Ervin and Caleb are gonna help me with my
Just
YouTube
name it
channel.
that. Gonna be about stuff.
It's gonna be about
Jeremy has got my name. Gonna be about stuff. Write it down.
There you go.
Gonna be about stuff.
Irvin, I know you have like 50.
Yeah, we're gonna disclose the Twitter. You guys can find me at Ryzing Entertainment on Twitter. So, or ryzing.ent, whichever.
He does a lot of anime
Spell it
related
for him.
stuff.
It's spelled different.
Yes, I will do that. RYZINGENT.
Yep.
Okay.
And then for me, well, of course, you know the show.
Oh, okay. Get possessive. Every other person.
This show is my baby.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is.
Well, I'm raising it. Sorry, too real. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Anyways, so my Twitter is at Nerd Edification. I do tweet eventually, sometimes.
Sometimes.
It's always like that.
Very,
random
yeah, at
voice
random
in the day.
times.
Words
Exactly.
are said.
4:43 in the morning. Hey,
Exactly,
guys.
yeah.
Yeah,
that's pretty
why
much-
is Caleb tweeting at 4 o'clock in the
I'm all alone.
Thinking about you, thinking about me, thinking about you.
Wow.
Drake lyrics.
And then the YouTube channel is Strangely Entertaining, capital S, capital E, one word.
Entertaining.
If not, just look at the Nerd Edification Hour. And
Watch Caleb tweet Drake lyrics at 4 in the morning. You used to
I don't-
call me on myself.
This is like watching a car accident in slow motion.
I can prevent this, but what if I didn't? Like,
Only
that's
you
what's
can
happening.
prevent wildfires.
only you can prevent bad PC ports.
Yes.
And
We're
nobody
gonna have to work
has.
on that. We're gonna have to send them a
Nobody
message.
has.
Caleb's ready to email Japan. That's JA.
All right, and then, oh man, I forgot. Facebook, you just look up the Nerd Edification Hour on Facebook.
Can
Well,
you
there.
Twitch?
Yeah, Twitch. That's twitch.tv/Strangely Entertaining. Same thing as a YouTube channel. Capital S, capital E, one word.
I'll bring it up because you actually use yours.
Yeah, I use it at random times.
I said
haven't-
it, but never used mine.
I haven't been able to stream at all this week because
We've got school and life. And
I'm depressed now because I realize I have to go back to life after this.
Yep, don't we all.
same. At least you have to go back. I'm starving, so I gotta go back to hunger.
I'm going to go back and get sushi.
From Kobe?
Yep.
Oh, I love their volcano rolls are on point.
Thank you for watching and or listening. And until next week, stay fancy. Bye.
Bye, Felicia.